Well, hey, my YouTube friends, Jim Flies 2 here with a little brass instrument informational video. What I have here is a Yamaha marching baritone. This would be commonly seen in drum corps and marching band. And one thing I wanted to point out is I see a lot of marching instruments that are very worn. This has got silver plating and it's worn right through the finish. And look at that. Look at that excessive pitting. Wow. That is amazing. Now I get asked by some band directors, what is going on and what can I do to prevent that? Well, that is what's called perspiration pitting. Our bodies, when we sweat, and when are these used? They're used in the summer, in the warm weather months. And people are out on the field, sometimes for hours and hours rehearsing all day. And these instruments are being held in their hands. And all the palm sweat and finger sweat, hand sweat collects on these. The main culprit here is going to be sodium chloride. That's right, salt, believe it or not. Our bodies will have a slightly acidic sweat, but not excessively so. The main thing is not acid damage or alkalinity, but it is the sodium chloride, the salt in there. And that sets up some kind of an ionic reaction where that literally will pit that right out and eventually perforate that and cut right through. So how do you prevent this? What can you do? Well, the main thing is keep the horn wiped down. It doesn't have to be polished to a perfect shine, but keep those handheld areas wiped down. If you can carry a small sprayer, a small spritz bottle, like these trombone sprayers, just fill it with water and neutralize and dilute that saline solution, that sweat that's on that horn, and keep that wiped down. If you want to be a little bit more creative, I use this on all of my brass instruments after I finish working on them, and I just spray this on the lacquer and wipe them down, and it gives a nice kind of a protective coating. That could be used, anything to get that salt off of the instrument. That is the main culprit that's killing these horns. Lead pipes are getting cut through, tuning slides are getting excessively pitted, and that will not go away. So you have to keep that protected either by wearing some sort of a glove so that perspiration will not get to the instrument, and then wiping the instrument down after it's finished being used. I just worked on, I don't know, about 30 drum corps instruments, and they were all really, really bad. And I know those guys are out on the field every day, almost all summer, for hours on end, performing and rehearsing, and it just killing those instruments. So get that salt off of there. It's sort of like, in the northern states, it's sort of like salt on the roads in the winter, eating up cars and the frames. It's a real issue. So keep them wiped down. Remember what Louis Armstrong did. He always carried a handkerchief with him. Thanks a lot.